Chalo, let's go ahead and move to the next chapter, everyone. Please come to the next chapter. Everyone over here, the next chapter is time of supply. Let's go ahead and now take a quick linking. First of all, we started learning GST with everyone. Goods and service. Goods and service has to be supplied. Supply can be either inter or interstate supply. What will happen? IGST will be levied. Intrastate CGST will be levied. Once GST is levied, GST has to be collected and paid by a taxable person. How will he collect and pay? Calculate GST is equal to value of supply into rate of tax. Once you know the value, you will go ahead and raise the tax invoice, credit note, debit note, and delivery challan. Once you go ahead and raise the tax invoice, credit note, debit note, and delivery challan, now what will happen, everyone? You will maintain your accounts and records, and you will send the goods to the other person with the help of a e-way bill. Are we all clear till here, everyone? You will go ahead and send the goods to the other person with the help of a e-way bill. Now tell me one thing. See, I made the supply, I went ahead and calculated, I generated the invoice, I went ahead and maintained the accounts, I sent the goods to the other person. Government will tell Ramesh, what are you waiting for now? Your liability to pay GST has come, and liability to pay GST will come when? When will it come? When you do the supply, when you go ahead and raise the invoice, when you receive the payment, when? That is being told by the chapter of time of supply. The next chapter is time of supply. Time of supply is that time when your time has come back, you are liable to pay the GST to the government. Everyone over here, we are going to learn section number 12, we are going to learn section number 13, and we are going to learn section number 14. Section number 12 goes ahead and talks about time of supply in case of goods. Section number 13 talks about time of supply in case of service. And section number 14 will talk about rate change. Everyone, please come to the chapter. B graded chapter. 3 to 4 mark is something which I go ahead and expect out of this chapter. Let's go ahead, everyone, over here. Section number 12 goes ahead and talks about the time of supply in case of goods. It says over here, section number 12 has 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and section number 12, 6. Section number 12, 1 goes ahead and says, everyone, section number 12, 1 goes ahead and says, the liability to pay. Some people ate too much food. They are telling, Okay. So the time of supply in case of, Baba, the liability to pay in case of goods will come at what time, everyone? At the time of supply, means liability to pay tax will come at the time of supply. Who told this? Section number 12, 1. It means I'm liable to pay as decided by the time of supply. Now, everyone, if you are going ahead and supplying goods, we are talking about section number 12, and section number 12 gives the time of supply in case of goods. Section number 12, 1, we are done. Liability to pay will come at the time of supply. Section number 12, 2 says, if forward charge mechanism may you have to collect and pay, I would want to pay late. Government would always want to take earlier. Law made by the government, so it is always earlier. Everyone over here, it says forward charge mechanism may supplier will pay on the date of issue of invoice, the day I give the invoice, or the last date to issue invoice. Can you tell me what is the last date to issue invoice, sir? If your goods involve movement, yes or no, everyone? If goods involve movement at the time of removal, if there is no movement, then delivery or making it available. I've written over here tax invoice ka part. Yes or no, everyone? If it is a continuous supply of goods, when you give successive statement or whenever payment is received, you have to give the invoice. Sir, approval ka case mein, when the approval is given or 6 months from the date of removal. Date of removal supposedly on 1st January. You calculate 6 months, 30th June, 1st of July. Are we clear, everyone? See, if you ignore the first day, then from the next day you have to see 6 months, and the last day of the 6 months you have to raise. If you include the first day, then once the 6 month gets over, next day. Is my point 100% clear to all? So, sir, you have to go ahead and raise the invoice. So, date of invoice or last date to issue invoice or the date of receipt of payment, which is book entry or credit in the bank account, whichever is earlier, you have to go ahead and raise the invoice. But supplier of goods ke liye, government went ahead and gave a exemption and notification was issued. Notification number 66 bar 2017 students who remember and write this. Baba, beautiful answer. That's all. Okay, okay, everyone over here. It's a good notification to remember. In your exam, you should write DOI, date of invoice, right? Full forms. Date of invoice, last date to issue invoice, or date of receipt of payment. But then you should say as per the notification number 66 bar, or as per the notification issued by, don't say latest, it is old. As per the notification issued by the CBIC, basically, as per the notification issued by the government, you say that, sir, government notified supplier of goods not to pay GST on advance, and hence the time of supply will be determined as per section number 12.2 A, which is what, everyone? Date of invoice or last date to issue invoice. The next one over here is reverse charge mechanism. Reverse charge mechanism, always remember, you have to pay on date of receipt of goods. Baba, you supplied me the goods. You are selling tendu patta. Baba, BD manufacturer, tendu patta you sold. Okay. Now they are telling over here date of receipt of goods or date of payment. When I make you the payment, either book entry I will do or it will be debited in my bank account, whichever is earlier, or date immediately following 30 days from the date of invoice or other document by the supplier. Baba, supplier went ahead and gave me, tell me one thing, everyone, supplier went ahead and gave me an invoice. Date of issue of invoice by the supplier is 1st of January. Can you tell me date immediately following 30 days? Can you tell me, everyone? Can you tell me what date will come? 30 days, first of all, you calculate. And whenever it says date immediately following 30 days from date of invoice, then Baba, after this, you have to add 30 days plus the next day, 1st of February. Did you guys get it, everyone? Date immediately following 30 days means after 30 days wala date. And date of invoice, see, first you have to see 30 days. Invoice is first, add 30 days, 31st came. The next day. So it is 31st day from the date of invoice. And whenever it is from, the first day is always excluded. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here. So A, B, or C. Date. See, reverse charge me when will I pay? The date of receipt, the date of payment, or if he gives an invoice, sir, if he does not give an invoice, any other document he is giving. So see, if in case of reverse charge, what happens? No. Supply is registered, he will give you a tax invoice. Supply is not registered, he will give you a commercial invoice or bill. Is my point 100% clear to all? Yes, sir, point is clear. I want you guys to tell me date immediately following 30 days from the date of invoice. I want to ask you guys 15th of, okay, no, sir, you take it Valentine's Day, 14th of February. Now, can you tell me the 31st day, everyone? People watching at home, I am asking you a question. Tell me the 31st day. Quick. Huh? April, February, how many months? 20 days, 28 days. 14 gone. How many are remaining? 14 in the month of February. Plus, we need 16. So, this is 30 days. Plus, 1 day we'll need. 17th of March. Very good, everyone. People watching at home, very good. People who did the mistake, I hope it is clear to you all now. Yes, sir, point is clear. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I don't have date of receipt also. I don't have date of receipt also. When I received, I did not record. Sir, date of payment, I made a cash payment to the agriculturist. I took tendu patta from agriculturist. BD leaves. ठीक है, tendu patta I took from agriculturist, made a cash payment. That date is also not there. The last one, date following 30 days. What agriculturist will give document? He did not give any document only. Now what to do? They are telling if ABC is not available, Baba, recipient, in your books of account, you would have made an expense entry. And do patta, do cash. That day is your bad day. Are we clear, everyone? That day will become your time of supply. Are we all clear with this? People, everyone over here, I went ahead and taught you section number 12.1. Sir, liability to pay comes at a time of supply. 12.2, date of invoice or last date to issue invoice. Baba, in the exam, write all the three, then write the notification. That is why I always tell you, please practice question answers. Can I go ahead, everyone? The third one over here, you know what? Most of the students who have gone ahead and taken the Q&A batch, or most of the students who are going ahead and revising after the class, have gone ahead and told me, sir, now I realize what I was not doing in the exam and why I was failing. And you know what? Frustration comes after you fail 2 to 3 attempts. Till that time, you will not realize the importance of passing. Till that time, you will be very casual. Hey, I will not practice. I will not practice. After you fail 2 to 3 attempts, no, then you will be like, no. Now there is only one way left. I have to practice. So why not do it now? Are you guys getting it? I'm saving your time by giving you a free advice. Please start practicing. Otherwise, it is very difficult. You want to challenge? Then no, very good. Don't practice. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Now, everyone over here now. Reverse charge mechanism. Can you tell me, everyone, date of receipt of goods, date of payment, or 31st day from means after the date of invoice, the next day onwards. Are we clear, everyone? Please come to the next one over here. It says voucher. If you are going ahead and supplying voucher, supplying against voucher basically. Supposingly, I went ahead and sold a voucher. If the supply is identifiable, I know what are you going to buy against the voucher. That day I issue you the voucher, that day will be the time of supply. Sir, if I don't know what you are going to buy against the voucher, I am stop. I went ahead and issued you a voucher. You are going to buy anything you want by using the voucher. In that scenario, today when I'm issuing the voucher, that day I don't know what are you going to buy. So I can't go ahead and apply a rate of GST and pay. And hence I will wait for your redemption. Once you redeem, that will be the time of supply. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? Everyone over here, sir, I'm not falling in 12.2, 12.3, 12.4. Then they are going ahead and telling if you are registered person, Baba, the day you file your return, please pay that day. Sir, due date of return is your bad day. If there is any case government told by chance it comes and you are going ahead and telling, sir, I don't know the time of supply. Government is selling section number 12.5. What is the time of supply, everyone? Sir, the due date of return. Sir, I have to pay GST, but I did not take registration only. What is the due date? There is no due date for me. Government told, hey, you want to go to jail or you want to pay. So you will say, okay, sir, I will pay. I want to close the investigation, I will pay. The day you pay, that day is your bad day. Everyone over here, unregistered person ka case mein, date of payment, tax payable person liable to pay was caught in an investigation. He wants to pay and close the case. Then the time of supply will be the date of payment will only be his bad day. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and supplied you some goods. Later I went ahead and told you, you have to pay me interest, penalty and late fee. For interest, penalty and late fee, if received, I have to pay GST. When do I have to pay? The date of receipt will be the time of supply. That month when I am filing the return, I'll go ahead and pay. Liability means liability can be any date, but you don't run every day and pay to the government. You pay on the due date. But here we are learning which day the liability will come. Are we clear, everyone? Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. The next one over here is section number 13. Section number 13 goes ahead and says, section number 13, one liability to pay in case of services will also come at the time of supply. Sir, now, section number 13.2 says, forward charge mechanism point of view say, sir, forward charge mechanism means when the supplier has to pay. If I am providing you the service, I should raise the invoice within 30 days. If I raise the invoice within 30 days, date of invoice or payment, whichever is earlier. If I don't raise the invoice within 30 days, means whatever is the time limit to raise the invoice. In case, normal case, 30 days, 45 days. Correct, everyone? In case of continuous supply, it is what? Due date of payment is ascertainable on or before due date. Due date of payment is not ascertainable on or before payment is received. If payment is linked to completion, on or before completion of the event, invoice should be raised. Sir, then that's it, everyone. Now, if supposingly I raise the invoice on time, then date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. If I don't raise the invoice on time, the day I provided the service and the day I received the payment, whichever is earlier. I hope everyone is clear. Always remember, in case of service, if you receive small advances up to rupees 1,000, you can go ahead and pay the GST at the time of receiving the advance also, or might be that advance related when you raise the invoice, that time also you can go ahead and raise the invoice. Are we all clear till here, everyone? Baba, very, very important from exam point of view. Section number 13.2 ka this point. Always remember date of invoice or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. If you don't raise the invoice within time, then date of provisioning of service or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. Everyone, if this and this is not, don't cut anything. If this and this is not applicable to you, then what will you do, everyone? They are going ahead and telling, I went ahead and provided, supposingly, cleaning services to Venki. Now, for that, I did not go ahead and make date of invoice. I did not go ahead and make any Invoice also. Date of receipt of payment, I took the money in cash. Sir, date of provisioning of service, how will government come to know about when did I give the service? Cleaning done, over story. Sir, date of receipt of payment, I took the money in cash. But you know what happened? Venki's, I provided the service to Venki. Venki's books of accounts were being investigated by the officer, and officer saw that there is a payment which is received from Ramesh. Are you guys able to understand? Now, backtracking happened, and officer came to know that Ramesh has not gone ahead. Might be Venki will say Ramesh did not give the invoice, but we have spent this amount. We have paid in cash. He had a cash voucher. Are you guys able to understand? So officer will backtrack to me and say, Ramesh, why did not you raise the invoice? So my bad time has come. I have to pay GST. When? The day he recorded in his books of account, that is my bad day. I hope everyone is clear. Book entry date of the recipient. See, supplier का forward charge mechanism का liability on the basis of recipient's books of accounts. Everyone over here, reverse charge mechanism में in case of goods, can you tell me in case of goods what is this? Date of receipt of goods, date of payment, or 31st day from the date of invoice. Same thing, if I go ahead and tell you about service ka date of receipt of service is not there. Date of receipt of service, nothing is there. It is date of payment, or 31st becomes 61st. That's it, everyone. Can you guys go ahead and tell me, supposingly I tell you 10th of March, can you tell me the 61st day, everyone? People watching at home, can you tell me the 61st day quickly now? Yes. Okay. March, how many days, everyone? 31 minus 10. 21 March, April, 30, 51. Plus 10 days you need. That will be the 61st day. Correct or not? They in the exam never write 61st day. Can you tell me? March, April, May. 10th of May. Are we all clear? Yes, sir. We are all clear. Chalo, let's go ahead. So date of payment or 61st day. Sir, if both of them are not there, then Baba, reverse charge me, you have received the service. You would have paid, no? For the service receipt, you would have paid in cash, whatever it is. The day you make the payment, book entry date of the recipient, you would have expense would have been recorded, not the payment date. Expense recording ka date will be taken. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now here, one small point comes. Listen to me very carefully. If I import some services, generally importation of service, reverse charge mechanism, normal provision. But you import your services from associate. Remember, only for associate enterprises. Supplier is outside India. That is the supplier is outside India. You have imported the service from your associate, means your head office, branch office, etc. Then same date of payment will remain date of payment only. Only thing they have gone ahead and told date of payment or book entry date in the accounts of the books of accounts of the recipient. The day I make a book entry or the day I make a payment, whichever is earlier. Everyone, voucher, residuary case and IPL is same. Voucher ka case mein supply identifiable, date of issue supply not identifiable, redemption date, residuary case, due date. If due date is not applicable in your case, the day you make the payment, IPL, date of receipt of such IPL. Are we all clear till here? Yes, sir. Chalo. The next one, section number 14. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Section number 14 goes ahead and talks about rate change. Supposingly, sir, this is the date of rate change. Here the rate was 12%. Here the rate became 18%. I made the supply over here. I raised the invoice over here. I received the payment over here. Then what rate will apply is something which they are going ahead and telling you. Are we clear, everyone? Now, might be supply could have been done before the rate change. Supply could have been done after the rate change. Are we clear? Based on where the supply was done. Supply was done before the rate change or supply was done after the rate change. You will have to go ahead and determine. Can we go ahead, everyone? It says over here, listen. 14A and 14B. If goods and services were supplied before, people, goods and services were supplied before the rate change. Okay. Then invoice is before, but payment is after. If goods and service, we are talking about before ka case. Rate change happened here. Before only goods and services were supplied. Now they are telling invoice is before, payment is after. What is before? Before ka case, invoice is before, date of invoice will be your time of supply, and before ka rate, old rate will apply. People, Goods and service supplied before. Invoice is before, payment is after. What is before? Invoice. So date of invoice will be your time of supply, and invoice ka date pe old rate was there, that will apply. Supply here, oh before. Payment before, invoice after. What is before? Payment. So date of payment, because supply is before. Along with the supply, what is attached? Payment. So date of payment will be your time of supply, and payment ka date pe what rate was there, that will apply. Goods and service supplied before. Invoice also after, payment also after. Which is earlier, and because both are after now, new rate will apply. Are we clear, everyone? See, before May, what is before? That is the time of supply, and before all a rate. Sir, before May, what is before? Payment is before, date of payment and old rate will apply. Sir, this is before, but both are after. Then in these two, whichever is earlier, and because both are in the new regime now, new rate. Is the point 100% clear to all? Can we go ahead? Got it? Okay, then tell me. If goods and service supplied after the rate change, invoice is after, payment is before. Goods and service applied after. Invoice is after only. Payment is before. Date of invoice. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, goods and service applied after. Goods and service supplied after. Payment is after. Invoice is before. Payment date. Are we clear? And Baba, new rate. Sir, goods and service applied after. Invoice and payment both are earlier only. Whichever is earlier, and old rate will apply. See over here, everyone. Goods and service. People, everybody got it? People watching at home, are we 100% clear with this? Sir, goods and service applied after. What is after? Invoice is after. So date of invoice and new rate. After wala rate. Clear, everyone? Sir, after. What is after? Payment is after. Date of payment and new rate. Sir, in this, what will happen? Both are before, but goods and service applied after. In this, whichever is earlier, and old rate will apply. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. Here, government went ahead and told, listen, whenever you are going ahead and taking the date of payment, generally the date of payment is what, everyone? Okay, I will go ahead and ask you one thing. I have done a supply over here. I have done a supply over here. This is rate change, 12% and 18%. Here is the, actually what happened, okay, here is the invoice. Date of invoice, here is the supply. Now, if I make the payment, if payment is before the rate change, if payment is before the rate change, then which rate will apply? Old rate. I will tell you, do one thing. Give me an old check. Correct? Old dated check you will give me. So book entry will come over here. Book entry of the payment. Correct? Bank account will get credited over here. Which is earlier? Book entry, and this will become the date of payment, and old rate 12% you will go ahead and apply when you raise the invoice. Do you guys agree with me? Government went ahead and told, then everybody will start doing cheating. And hence government told over here, in case of section number 14, always remember, generally the date of receipt of payment is book date of credit in bank account or book entry, whichever is earlier. But here for section number 14, it will always be what? It will be credit in the bank account if credit is after 4 working days. Everyone tell me one thing. Here the rate changed. Within 4 days only, your bank account got credited. Then what will be the date of payment? Book entry or credit, whichever is earlier. Supposing the credit happened after 6 days, then credit date will be the date of payment. That's all is being told. If the credit happens from rate change within 4 working days, then Baba, it will be which date? Book entry date. That is credit date or book entry, whichever is earlier. Sir, if the credit happens after 8 days of rate change, then credit date. I hope everybody got it. Can we go ahead, everyone? Is everyone clear with this point? People watching at home, are we all 100% clear with this point? Everyone over here, listen, whenever you are going ahead and applying time of supply, whenever you are going ahead and applying this time of supply ka situation, and you see that there is a goods ka case mein, you will never go ahead and pay the tax on advance. Are you guys able to understand? And your time of supply will get shifted to the date of invoice. Are we clear, everyone? They are going ahead and telling section number 148, special procedure will be applicable in section number 148. Also, supplier of goods will never pay GST on advance. Means if you have gone ahead, special circumstance also, if you have gone ahead and received an advance, then you will not pay the GST on the receipt of advance. You will pay when? When you raise the invoice. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? There can be a lot of discussion on this, but I think it will be more than enough. I'll close my discussion over here, sir. I've told you already, B graded chapter with 3 to 4 marks. Listen, the most important is 12 2, 12 3, 13 3, 13 2 and 13 3, and section number 14. Please, at least 5 of them ka do 1 1 2 2 question. Listen, in the past, in section number 14, in the past, in section number 14, they have asked 2, 3 beautiful questions. All the questions are there. Baba, you can go ahead and refer your RTPs, MTPs, ICI ka module, etc. Or if you have my version 8 and version 9 book, you will see behind section number 14 ka good questions are given. Please practice those questions and go. They are very beautiful questions. If you don't practice and go, impossible to do it in the exam. You will do a mistake. Are we clear, everyone? I'll close my discussion on time of supply over here. Done.